What's going on? You are tuned into Kick 'em Pick'em Gambling Show brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, as always, the man in blue today. We got BurrOaks. What it do, Oaks?
Oh, just fucking pissed, man. It's been a tough December. It's always kind of a tough month. But yeah, this year it's been especially shitty. Managers don't give a fuck. Players don't give a fuck. Nobody wants to fucking win anything. Apparently getting home draws is good enough for fucking teams here. Which is just it's atrocious. It's fucking infuriating to watch.
Yeah, kind of right there with you. Holiday season will do that on top of, I think that's why World Football is great, because they put the transfer window right after, where you think, wow, this is ass. Like, what's going to turn this around? Oh, wait, everybody has a fuck ton of money. Let's go buy more people and make this shit interesting again. So the one that I'm really interested in is your boy, Arribas, is going to play some shabby ball. So I see Xabi Alonso wanted him really bad over the summer. He's going to push for it again in the winter. So again, it's early. I'm not going to get in the transfer. You guys know how I go with the transfer rumors. I'll have full fucking pages for you guys waiting, but that's what I got so far, and I'm already excited about it.
Apparently,
spirits here.
Apparently, my boy Tejan Buchanan from Canada is pretty much a done deal to enter. He's done with Bruges. That's why he didn't play over Boxing Day, and is already on a plane going to get his physical over in Inter.
I'm not a huge fan of that. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge fan of that at all. Anyway, get some things up our chest here. Rough weeks. Luckily, Boxing Day helped me out a little bit. VAR and the refs in general fucked me out of a ridiculous amount of bets. So VAR and the refs are just already on my sheet. They're separated because I got mad at two different times while I was writing it, and I ended up writing it two different times. But the no pen for Liverpool really got me fucked up, because you guys know I took Liverpool. I leaned Liverpool. And we won't even get in on TAA not being able to hit a fucking wide open rectangle, but whatever. Lecce got a red card for no fucking reason right after getting their goal taken away. That fucked up my both teams to score. The red card on Nacho, and then I got to watch Saka fucking slide a dude from behind and make him go completely horizontal, but stepping on somebody's heel is a red card. And what's even worse is the people that argued with me that it was an obvious red card, because I was just like, obvious red card for stepping on feet. Now I just watched you fucking. This isn't Street Fighter. Like, what the fuck are we doing out here? He tripped. That's different. Well, did you still take the dude out and get no ball? Well, you know what? Maybe Nacho tripped then and accidentally stepped on this guy's heel. What the fuck kind of excuse is that?
No, dude, you're not Arsenal. They're the cleanest team in the league who's never done anything wrong.
There's an agenda against them. Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
It's just a little shocking how there's different rules for different teams, different countries, different leagues, because I'm just woefully uneducated on it all now. I thought I knew what a handball was, thought I knew what offside was, thought I knew what a pen was, but
I haven't known what a handball is for a fucking month when they called that one back in the Sevilla match, when the dude's running and his arms literally fucking tucked into his side like this, and it goes off the bottom of his elbow for no goal for Villarreal. Like, I haven't been able to figure out what a handball is for over a month.
Well, at first I thought they changed the rule because they were like, well, if you're catching yourself from falling, sorry, it's still a handball. But then somebody else does it, and they're like, oh, sorry, we fucked that one up. So again, why do we have VAR? How are you guys fucking up this much?
Can you just literally have a system consistent? Just be consistent. Yeah. You can be awful, but be consistently awful.
But again, like I say, everybody, refs always suck. They're always going to suck. You can add in as much extra shit as you want. The fact that there's still human error when you literally get to watch the replay as many times as you want. You guys have taken like fucking hours off of my life with this shit. Fucking having to watch you guys stare at a little screen when I'm looking at it in Pennsylvania going, hey, right there, that's his arm. That's a handball. Hey, you chop blocked his leg and got no ball. That's a foul. What are we all looking at? What's taking so long? Because what I was told for VAR is that it has to be clear and obvious. So if it's taking you more than 2 minutes to figure it out, doesn't seem that clear and obvious. But whatever. That's my VAR ref rant for today. Sociedad's on my fuck yous. You can't beat Cadiz now? And it's not like, oh, man, we had a lot of games. You literally got your winter break right after you win that game. Give me 90 minutes of my life back, you fucking bums. You just
keeper was standing on his head.
I don't give a fuck, man. Kubo, I believed in you, man. Look how huge your head is. What the fuck? Man U's on here for that game against West Ham. That was just abysmal. Great result yesterday against Aston Villa. Also, probably the best game for Boxing Day. I have the people in charge of Boxing Day on here as well. That was the most shit Boxing Day of all time. You only played like 5 games. Everyone in the UK is supposed to play. We got 1 game over in Scotland. The only ones that did it right was the English Championship. And props to y'all for doing that. You are supposed to play. That's the whole thing with Boxing Day. Everyone plays. Now, you put a game on Christmas Eve that nobody fucking watched at 7:30 in the morning. And then you have games the day after Boxing Day that, again, I just don't get why you ruined Boxing Day like this. They're supposed to all play. This is the one day everybody plays. That's like your whole thing, England. So now that you're spreading it all out, this isn't really Boxing Day. It's just another match week. You've just absolutely ruined what was the highest football holiday. And now the highest football holiday, once again, is El Clasico. We're better than you. So
facts.
Fulham, they're dead. They're gone. I put your Fulham allegiance to Bournemouth now. That's what we're doing. We're just going to have to switch it over to Bournemouth. I have zero faith in Fulham anymore. They were putting up like 4 or 5 goals a game. Now they can't get fucking 1. Doesn't matter who the opponent is. They look like shit. There is no way Raul Jimenez is the key to your guys' success. Absolutely no way. So fuck you, Fulham. Newcastle also might be dead. I know they have a shit ton of injuries. If they don't break the bank this January, their season's fucked. Like, I don't even think they'll get Europa Ball because everybody else is playing better than them. I would argue that Man U might even be playing better than them right now.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think they are.
So if Newcastle don't, and we all know how much money Newcastle has. I know they're trying to do it the right way. They're trying to do it the clean way. You can get away with spending a little bit extra here since your big signing you made can't play for a whole nother fucking year. You might want to, reinforce that midfield, back line. Shit, maybe even
Trippier some help.
Trippier, I love Livramento, so I'm completely fine if they want to just throw Livramento at left back. But yeah, Trippier, the magic of Trippier is fading away. I don't know if it has to do with
he played fucking 60 games in a row without a break, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not blaming him for it, but you're gonna have to get another right back.
Right, so maybe give him a couple of days off once in a while. Let him play for fucking 60 minutes and do cool free kick shit, and then all right, well, please don't dribble right at him on his 18th game in the last 16 days.
Well, the kid that they've been trying to put there, who is it? Is it Dewsbury Hall? Who the fuck is it? Lewis Hall from Chelsea. That young bull, not Dewsbury Hall. He's on Leicester. Yep. Lewis Hall. I don't want to hate on the kid because he's clearly playing out of position. I was always on the impression he was a midfielder or a winger, and they're trying to play him at fullback. And any game that he gets in is just like a game where it was going to be tough even if the starter played.
Yeah.
The young kid is getting pushed into the fucking dirt. So I feel bad for him, but get a real right back. Newcastle, you're playing too many games, and you are a top 6 side in my mind right now when everyone's healthy and you're playing your game. And what everyone else does is spend all their fucking money and load up the bench. Look at Chelsea. We haven't seen the same starting 11 all fucking year. Not that should be your role model because
no.
It's wild for me. But Sevilla's also on there. You went up a man and you just the fact that you had Sergio Ramos. Now your coach was smart enough to be like, all right, fuck it, we need a goal. Ramos, you're playing striker now. Get the fuck up there. And then your dumbass team decides, hey, let's just play it around the back when we only have fucking 3 guys back and can easily get countered since we just sent up our fucking best defender, rather than just lumping balls into one of the greatest aerial presence in world football that we've ever seen. This dude has scored on way bigger stages and against that team in a Champions League final for way more, and you're not sending in crosses. What are you doing? You got Ocampos in there. You got Fernando in there. Sergio Ramos is in there. Luca Bacchio in there. And you're not serving the ball into the box. Like the one time you can play English football and just lump that shit into the box, and you don't do it. Now you want to play good football, Sevilla. Well, you're fucking losing and there's 5 minutes left. Shocking. The fact that I didn't get my Sergio Ramos shot on target, even had a free kick, and I was like, oh my God, this is it. I got the card and everything. I was like, this is it. This is it. Ramos hit the target, bro. Fucking skips right over. Oh, very sad. But yeah, that's all I got for now.
Yeah, I mean, we already talked about West Ham.
This kid is the biggest Newcastle hater. All because, he pushed him in the back and then we lost. Get over it. The game's done. You've been gifted by the referee many times since then. I think we can all get over it now. I love Newcastle still. Eddie Howe.
Yeah, we already talked about West Ham getting shit pumped. That fucking sucked. I can't remember if we talked about it with Dave or not, but Martinez missing from the fucking penalty kick spot last Wednesday. You're a fucking piece of shit, and that's why Cal Halungu has your job. Madrid -1 obviously got boned by the red card Nacho took, but if you're smart, you jumped in at +235 immediately after the red because there was no way Madrid was losing that fucking game because that's not what Madrid does. They beat up on the shit teams that they're supposed to beat up on, and even though we took a red card, that's still 3 points away at Alves, so we take that. Sociedad just score some fucking goals. Yeah, the Cadiz keeper stood on his head. Yeah, he's having himself a hell of a season. That said, just go score a fucking goal. That Batiste game, Dio, you played super fucking awesome. I loved everything you did. You took 3 shots. You had a breakaway one-on-one with the keeper, and you airmailed it over the crossbar. You can't fucking do that to me, fam. Put it on net. Even if the keeper fucking saves it, just put it on net. I can't have that shot not go on target. So that was fucking frustrating. Whatever. Jude and Rodrigo didn't fucking score. Again, 10 men, tough game. Great 3 points for Madrid there. Fulham, you're fucking dead to me. Roma versus I think Napoli might be fucking dead to me. Like, you can't score goals. You can't keep anybody out of the back of your net. You just signed Osimhen for all your money.
What a dumb move by Osimhen, by the way. Holy shit.
I mean, look, hey, I'm not going to knock the guy for living in Napoli with 160 million. That sounds like a really fucking great life to me.
No, that's not what he's getting paid. That's what his buyout is now. That's what Napoli would get paid if he wants to leave.
Yeah, smart on that release clause. Arsenal, Alisson was in, but thanks for making it so Madrid is the only team in 2023.
It's a dumb move because now he's stuck at Napoli and they fucking suck. You know how easy it is to negotiate when your fucking buyout's 130 mil? Not very. You should have left when you were on top. Someone would say that, but then he's going to be stuck at Chelsea or Man U.
I'm done. We're not engaging Sam the entire show. I got shit to do today, and I don't want to be here, and I muted Sam on Twitter because I'm sick of half of his fucking takes. No offense, Sam. Thanks for watching, but, like, I'm not giving you a segment today. Arsenal, win the fucking game. Madrid, only team to beat anybody in Liverpool in Anfield in 2023. Fuck you, you're not us, be better. Don't ever compare yourself to me again. Martinelli, hit the fucking target. Saka, do something. Great job by Salah getting a goal. TAA, fucking, you're down there with 3 people. Dime it off to somebody. Don't take a shit shot that you had time to settle and then rock the fucking woodwork. Iwobi, just put one on frame. Somerville for Leeds. You took a knock. I don't know. Just be better. Leeds giving up that goal at the death, too. That was a little embarrassing for you. The woodwork. Kahuna, just 4 shots today. Had a breakaway with the keeper, dimed it off, did the smart thing, got the assist to go ahead 4-1. I want you to be selfish there for my gambling purposes, but you should have hit the fucking frame when you hit the post, or you should have hit the target when you hit the post. So, yeah, it's been The back end of December, it's everything. This is a game of inches, and I've been an inch off, and it's frustrating.
Damn, even Lamina scored today. Yeah, Cunha, he hooked up my boy Huang, so I can't be that mad at him.
Also, Easy, just like both of your free kicks were excellent, but like put them on frame. Just outside of the post isn't how you score direct from free kick. You had 2 shots blocked in the box, so I'll cut you some slack on that. Volume was there. You took 5 shots, just hit the frame with one of them. So that's it. That's all I got for fuck yous.
All right. Should be easy. We only have to do England, Italy, and Spain because, like I said, if you don't play this next week, you're soft. And all the other leagues don't come back till like January 12th. So I hope you guys enjoyed your fucking like 3-week break. We don't sleep, though. So we're starting over in England. We got a fat England slate because we do a double dip because they do some midweek football. But we're going to start with the games coming up tomorrow. We got Brighton versus Tottenham. I love Tottenham in this game. Tottenham, I think they're playing good football. Brighton got a bunch of injuries, a couple suspensions now. Brighton hasn't really – I love De Zerbi ball, and I respect Brighton, but I don't think they're going to get the result here. Even Brighton at home, I can't even use the argument of Brighton at home anymore because, again, they've been injured. I said this a couple weeks ago that we have to watch what we're saying with Brighton now, and you can't just blindly bet them anymore, even though they were playing really good football. But Tottenham right now, Mitoma cooked for 4 to 6 weeks. Romero cooked for 4 to 5 weeks. I don't really think Brighton, outside of João Pedro, Brighton doesn't really have that much bite. There was that Ferguson guy that was hot for a little bit, and I don't really know where he went. Pascal Gross was hot for a little while. He's cooled off immediately. So Brighton doesn't have anyone where I'm just like, oh, man, Tottenham's really going to be missing Romero. And you'll never catch me saying, wow, Tottenham's really missing Romero, unless it's me betting cards. So I'm going Tottenham draw no bet at -115. That's a fucking beautiful number. Son is still just scoring on a clip. If you tie no bet, yeah, fucking facts, Brandon. You know the deal. If Gross and João Pedro are the only people in the offense that I think will have any type of backbone against Tottenham, I would take them for shots maybe. But it's all Tottenham for me. Richarlison's even hot right now, which you'll never hear me say a good thing about Richarlison. And every time he does score, I keep going, hey, guys, don't forget, he still sucks.
I do like the revenge goal, and there is something to a guy about getting a little bit of his confidence back. He does, obviously play in Brazil for the Brazilian national team. Look, if he can find his form here, that's great. I'm not ready to be all in on Richarlison just because he's finding a little bit of form. Doesn't mean I'm going to dogpile on his props this week. That said, you should have been on it against Everton. You know that he left Everton. You know I'm a sucker for a good revenge angle. So that one, yeah, I would have, I was with you there, but I'm probably not going to keep riding on him. It's the Sun Show. Give me the Sun Show. Got a good number on him away. Tottenham, they're not underdogs on the road anymore, but they're just barely slight favorites. But yeah, for me, it's all Tottenham all day. Brighton, like we said, has a bunch of injuries. Minotoma being probably the biggest one. There's just no consistent offense here from Brighton besides João Pedro, which is nice, but like that can't be, you can't just have one guy in your starting 11. So they're going to need a lot of other guys to step up here. I haven't seen anything I loved out of those guys from Brighton. So yeah, give me Tottenham on the road. Fuck it.
Oh, and before you guys pay for that next month of premium Discord, I'll tell you the parlay for tomorrow. It's going to be Tottenham draw no bet and Son to score or assist. You just go ahead and parlay that.
I don't know if you can parlay draw no bet like that, but I
know, but just that would be the most chalk and easiest bet.
Double chance though, you can definitely do it with.
Oh, even more chalk. Let's get it. All right, moving on. Next one we got, it's Arsenal versus West Ham. It's a London derby, one of the soft ass ones if you ask me, but it is a London derby. Even that Palace Chelsea game, I was like, hey, you know what? This is a London derby. Maybe this is why it's going this way. So London derbies always get a little interesting. If it's either going to be goals or cards in a London derby, but I like goals in this one. Both teams to score is -110. That's not even with the over 2.5. I do think Arsenal get the result here. So if you want to go Arsenal money line, both teams to score, or just go both teams to score over 2.5, that's what I would roll with it. Bowen is still just he's
the whole ass team.
Him and Kudos are just a wagon. They look fantastic together. And just after that, even James Ward-Prowse has let me down now, man. He had a couple of rough looks, but West Ham, I do think they'll get one. I don't think Arsenal has the best defense at the moment. Saliba, Arsenal fans, before you get mad, Saliba's really good. Appreciate him. I do think that West Ham will be able to get at least one against them, though. So I'm going to take the both teams to score at -110. The number was just too good. And then you can just throw whatever shot prop you want on there. Maybe I take a Martinelli shot on target. Maybe Eddie and Cates is going to start this game, and I'll just straight up take an Eddie goal. Fuck it, Maybe we'll get weird with it.
Yeah, look, I like both teams to score here, too. Bowden doesn't need much space. He doesn't need anything to work with. I like Kudos a lot. He does struggle when you see a step up in competition. This is definitely a step up in competition. I'm going to take that both teams to score number just because it is so nice. -110. I'm not putting anything with it. That said, West Ham, your last away game has me absolutely fucked up. You got skull fucked by Fulham 5-0. So, other than that, though, they've scored pretty much every game on the road. I do think Arsenal, they definitely they're not as good on defense as they were last year. Again, Arsenal, good job. Congratulations on doing barely enough to get a point at Anfield. Good for you. That shit doesn't impress me.
Is that just shots or is that shots on target? Because if it's just shots, I might be down with that. West Ham has a weird thing where they put in two good performances where they'll get a win 2-0, 3-0, and then they let up 5 fucking goals. So I'm nervous for that. And they can let up 5 goals. I'm cool with that as long as they lose 5-1.
Right.
So that's where I'm at with it. Next one, I got Wolves versus Everton. This is actually just a banger game. Both these guys have turned their form around drastically. I would call them two middle of the table, middle of the pack type of clubs. Everton obviously building their way back up after the 10-point deduction. But Wolves at home makes me a little bit more worried for Everton, especially because I think them getting that goal on City and that making it look like they were in control of the game, which they were absolutely not in control of at all. Even the goal they got was Rodri, who just came back, who is probably the best player in that position in the world right now. You're not going to see too many mistakes like that where, hey, let me lay this up. Oops, that's the other team. And then Jack Harrison happens to be 4 yards away for the tap in. That doesn't happen that often. So I wouldn't bank on just Everton's offense is really clicking now. Look, we scored against City. That's not the excuse I would use for them. Whereas Wolves, their offense clicked today finally. And we watched 4 goals go in on a fucking lackluster defense. I feel the same way about Everton outside of James Tarkowski. I do think that Everton has a bit of a lackluster defense. Seamus Coleman is not keeping up with Hwang if he plays on his side. So I think Hwang will probably play on the right, but if he goes down Seamus Coleman's side, he's going to eat his fucking lunch.
Unfortunately, Hwang came off with a knock today, just before half. Hopefully it is, cautionary because they were up 2-1 or 3-1 at that point. So listen, I love Hwang. I did a little blog today about Wolves versus Brentford. Hwang is super clinical. So one thing I will tell you is if you're betting Hwang, don't bet his shots and don't bet his shots on target. Because when Hwang fucking shoots, he finishes them. He's, in 15 starts, he's scored 7 and he's put 8 shots on target on frame. So he's not shooting on target if they're not going in. And that's just how he is. He's been that way for about 3 seasons in a row. He's super clinical. His goals always exceed his XG. Kahua, whatever the fuck. his name is, that plays striker, is a volume dude. He's going to shoot a ton, and he's going to put more shots on frame out of the two guys. So he's the guy you go with if you're trying to ladder, if you're trying to get cheeky. Don't think about it. It's if you're going to play Hwang, it's just to play him for a goal or play him for an assist because he does find the open man a lot as well, but he's just super efficient with his stuff. Wolves at home are a fucking wagon. Their defense at home is built different. Everton's offense kind of fucking blows. I mean, I know they've put in a couple of goals recently, but like Leg said, don't buy into fool's gold here on Everton on the road. I just think it's a tough matchup. It'll depend on whether or not Hwang's healthy for me, but I like Wolves here.
I have an interview from Gary O'Neill. They said back spasms, but he should be good to go.
Nice. Love it. Yeah, so if Hwang's good to go, I love you get Wolves on a draw no bet at home at like -110, and I fucking love that number.
The both teams to score number is also -130 if you aren't completely confident on Wolves. I understand their defense might cough up a goal or two here and there. But again, like you said, at home, they've been rock solid for the most part. So, we'll see what Everton we get that day, I guess. If it's going to be the Everton that likes to ruin my fucking bets, I guess we'll find out. Next one, we got Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United. Manu was +135 on the money line against Nottingham Forest. Now, I'm not saying I trust Manu all that much, but after the result against Aston Villa, I think that was a nice little turnaround, nice little bounce back. I think they're going to be able to carry that against a Nottingham Forest team that leaks goals like it's nobody's business. Matty clean sheets will probably be in net again to let up even more goals. Piss poor performance from Newcastle as Chris Wood had a revenge hat trick against them. Of all the times to not take revenge goals, I've never felt so just stupid about that one. But I love Man U here. I don't Nottingham Forest. I mean, I like how Alanga's been playing, and I know that'll be like a little bit of a revenge game for him. But I don't really see how Man U can fuck it up this bad. The first half against Aston Villa was a little bit woeful, but the changes they made, Garnacho kind of coming to life. Shit, even Rashford finally got an assist. I won't lie to you. I think Rashford looked like shit that game, but he did get an assist. He made the smart play. So if you're going to put results...
He didn't look like shit if you like really, really hard shots directly at the keeper.
Well, my problem is that it's like if you're going to play winger, because apparently you're not a striker and you're a winger, part of being a winger is creating chances.
Yep.
Completing crosses, taking people on to create space for the other attackers, not, all right, let me cut in on my right and try to curl this in. Oh, shit, did I go to Rosie again? Fuck. All right, let me try 6 more times. You know what? Let me go baseline, pass one across. Oh, fuck, we scored. Like, you realize the 2 times he played it across to Garnacho, one was offside, but they scored. Like, dude, serve the fucking – we know you can hit a ball. I watch you hit free kicks and whatnot, so fucking serve it then. Antony came in and then tried to do the exact same thing, which was let me dribble and cut in for like the 10-minute cameo he made. It's just – that's why I kind of have a problem backing Ten Hag here, but Nottingham Forest, again, good win against Newcastle. This is a fucking beaten down Newcastle, and they took complete advantage of them. But Man U, I think there's going to be a little bit of new life in Man U. On top of Sir Jimbo's here, baby. Apparently he's controlling the transfer window now too. So no more excuses from the United fans. We're not blaming the Glazers anymore. This is where it turns around. Sir Jimbo is here. That fixed all your problems. I don't want to hear another fucking word about it unless it's now you're going to blame Ten Hag. That's the only thing I'll listen to.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited to see Hoyland, whatever, however the fuck you want to say it.
Hoyland or Hojland, but either
way,
it
doesn't matter to me. Yeah, the Norwegian from Atalanta, who I told you guys was a fucking baller. It's nice that he found the back of the net. Listen, I still don't completely believe in this Man U team or this Man U system. I also don't think it's Onana's fucking problem when somebody backheels a goal in. There's nothing he can do there, though I'm sure Man U fans will try and tell me that Onana's the fucking problem back there. It's not. It's your back line. Give him some help. Do everything you did in the second half versus that Aston Villa game, and you win this 3-1, 3-2, 3-4 4-2. But yeah, just like if you play anything like you did in the first half, you're going to get your shit pushed in by Nottingham, who is actually decent at home. So look, I like goals here. Man U, I'm sure will have a fucking brain fart and cough one up. They just always seem to do that. So I don't hate both teams to score here. I do think Man U can get it done on the road. Prices are a little iffy for me though, so I'm just gonna have to wait and see how I want to play this one.
I wish that I had anyone to bet. The only person I trust on Manchester United is my boy Scott McTominay and Kobe Mano. Everyone else can kick rocks. I feel bad that I called Garnacho whatchamacallit. I pretty much compared him to Yao Felix, even though it sounds really similar. He definitely does more than Yao Felix does, but it sounds really similar. Where you guys talk about him a lot when he scores, and then when he doesn't do shit, you just slide that under the rug. We'll just ignore that one. But yeah, whatever. Next we got Fulham versus Arsenal. This is the double dip from Arsenal for the weekend. At Fulham, this is pretty much you got Jimenez back. Fulham, this is the ultimate test of maybe those last two games were a fluke and you can score goals.
Nope.
I fucking doubt it, and the line's gonna be shit. But if you're gonna put Arsenal money line at only minus 180 against a team that they're much better than, I'm down to play around with that. I'll take a fucking Saka to score an assist and an Arsenal money line, or I'll take a fucking Martinelli shot on target and Arsenal money line. I'll take Arsenal money line and over 1.5. I don't think Fulham's defense is good enough to stop Arsenal, but depending on which Fulham we see, their attack might be able to score on them. But the line is good enough for me where I'm going to dance with it. The minus 180 works for me. And I would love to see Arsenal try to fuck this one up. Minus 180 just seems like a weird number for Vegas to put on it, though.
Yeah, I mean, look, nobody likes to give Arsenal shit more than me. I'll take them clean sheet this game because I don't care that Jimenez is coming back. Fuck Fulham.
Yeah, that you have to really twist it around if you want to back Fulham here. But hey, maybe the last two games are a fluke and you can score goals. Raul Jimenez is the missing piece. I fucking doubt it. But he
wasn't the missing piece at Wolves for 3 seasons, so.
Listen, dude, fucking 4 seasons ago, he was bound for Madrid or Barcelona, so you missed all that. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck decided to say that one. Next one, Tottenham versus Bournemouth. This one is kind of a toss-up for me because, like I said, I'm now in the position where I have to respect Bournemouth. Solanke's doing his fucking thing. I might just take goals. Iwobi and Willian shots versus former clubs. I don't know. Are we counting Willian as an Arsenal guy? How many games do you play for you guys? 8? I don't know. The Iwobi is a nice shot, though. We'll look at the Iwobi shots, but Fulham's pretty much dead to me right now, and I don't really feel like giving any mouth-to-mouth. Tottenham, Bournemouth, I might just end up taking both teams to score in over 2.5 because outside, I know I want to take a Solanke goal or shots, and I know I want to take a Son goal or shots. I think Kulusevski is a good shot for an assist or even more shots on target. I don't want to pick a winner here, though, because Bournemouth's hitting that, hey, we might be a top 8 side on this table soon form, and Tottenham loves losing to those teams. So I'm nervous about picking a side here. I wouldn't even recommend doing it. Pretty much just stick to shot props or goals. Usual guys. I said the same fucking name for Bournemouth. Did I spell Bournemouth wrong? Yeah, I did.
Whatever. Look. Barring any injuries in this next Tottenham match, it's Tottenham by 1 million. It sucks because I just looked at it. Minus 150 is going to be the best number. I would love to take Tottenham team total over 1.5 as a pivot, but it's minus 225. So if that's minus 225 and the money line's minus 150, that should tell you guys that that Vegas, the house, whoever you want to fucking call it, people who make and set and hold these lines with handle, respect Bournemouth right now. listen, I don't think they're going to do it at fucking Spurs building. So yeah, I mean, I might play Tottenham in over 1.5 here to get a plus number. But yeah, I got to watch both of these teams play a game before this. So it's really hard to fucking handicap games when I have to wait and make sure that nobody gets hurt for 90 plus minutes of the match in front of it.
That's why you guys can just go follow us on Twitter for any live updates. Just right down below. The names are right here. And the link's in the description. You can just scroll down and click it. It's fucking easy as hell. Made it as easy as possible for you guys. Next one, we got a Monday game. It's Liverpool versus Newcastle. So this one is disrespectful as fuck. I know Newcastle hasn't been playing their best ball. I know they got a bunch of injuries. But them being plus 400 against this Liverpool side that I watched tie Manchester United. What'd you say?
Plus 550 some places.
Oh, it went up? All right, so it went up over the last 3 hours then. I did this at like 5 o'clock. I like Newcastle at plus 1.5. It's going to be a very bettable number. Newcastle at plus 1 was a plus number. So, and the odds went up, Oak says, by 100. So it should look pretty good right now. I don't see this Liverpool team blowing out Newcastle. I think this is Newcastle's get-right game. And by that, I don't mean they're going to win this game, but they're going to play good football again and be able to compete against this Liverpool team. Nobody has won at Anfield. Do not take this as, oh, Newcastle's going to go in there and win. No, they probably aren't. But again, I watched Manchester United's half-ass defense take fucking 34 shots and Liverpool didn't even score. I watch Arsenal hold Liverpool to 1 and then still get one at Anfield. I think Newcastle can keep this within a 2-goal game. I don't think that anything crazy is going to happen. I think Newcastle might even have a little chip on their shoulder after getting robbed at St. James Park versus Liverpool. Well, they didn't get robbed. They got fucking their ass beat, but in their heads, they should consider that a robbery since Darwin Núñez came on a man down and fucked y'all up. Expect whoever's on Darwin Núñez, I will bet for a card. Like if I see on Núñez, card.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this back line for Liverpool ain't shit. I personally think Virgil van Dijk, I don't want to say is he's on a decline. He's played a fuck ton of games the last couple of years. He's got to do a lot back there since TAA doesn't do shit and isn't even really back there most of the time. So yeah, look, Newcastle, they're hurt. They're a fucking wounded animal right now. And I don't know. I have a hard time putting money on anything Newcastle except for Isak, Almiron, Joe. Like they got guys, they shoot, they put shit on frame. This Liverpool backline can definitely be gotten to. You do have to hold on to the ball for a while and be able to set up a build, though, for those guys to do anything. And just, I feel bad for Newcastle because, like I said, you're a better team than this. You're going through it right now. This is what the grinder of playing Champions League football does to human beings who aren't Real Madrid.
Holy shit, they are plus 550 on literally the same book I was just looking at. That's wild that it jumped that much in like 3 hours a week before the game is even happening. Yeah, same players that Oak said. I'm here for. If you take Darwin Núñez for shots on target, God bless your fucking heart. Just take him for like 5 shots because he'll keep hitting them. He might not hit that rectangle, but he'll definitely keep hitting them. Or you get weird and you go Mo Salah 2 offsides.
Oh, speaking of offsides, just hammer every Man U offsides bet you can get. Ladder that shit up to 460.
Owen has no idea what staying onside is. It's actually really sad. That was
So just take up to 435 Man U offsides goals per game.
Yeah. Last English game I got for you guys is West Ham versus Brighton. Oddly enough, I kind of like West Ham in this one. I think West Ham at home. I don't think Brighton's going to be traveling too well for this one. Same reasons that I was downing Brighton already against Tottenham. But West Ham at home, you give me a little bit better number too. We'll see what happens with Kudos and with Jared Bowen in the games before this. Because, like I said, they already have to go play Tottenham. Mind you, they are hosting Tottenham, or Brighton has to play Tottenham. And then West Ham's got their own fucking shit to deal with as well. So we'll see what happens when this game comes, but I'm leaning West Ham. I think West Ham might get their ass beat by Arsenal, and then they'll come out and they'll put in a performance against Brighton where I'm like, oh, shit. So can West Ham play or not? I I'm very torn with this team because I still think they're going to finish around 11th, 12th. So this is a game that they should prove me wrong and win it. And Brighton's going to have still all the same injuries and suspension. So I don't really see how this flips. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the one thing I will say about this is if you do think Brighton lose to Tottenham and you think West Ham give Arsenal a tough game, this is a good opportunity to get in on the West Ham number at home here, because I think if Brighton get shellacked by Tottenham and West Ham only loses by a goal or ties Arsenal, this plus 140 number on West Ham is going to be long gone. So that's the only advice I have for a game on Monday? Yeah, this is all the way on Monday. So and both of these teams have action before that. So this is a really tough one to handicap. I would just say that because I'm leaning Brighton.
Tuesday.
Yeah, so this is almost a full week away. So, yeah, the only thing I'll say about this one is because I am leaning Brighton to lose versus Tottenham and West Ham to play Arsenal. Kind of tough here on the road, that if you're a look-ahead guy or a CLV guy, this might be a spot to buy in and then just sell that number if you get both of those results, because I think that plus 140 will end up a lot closer to plus 100.
All right, that's all I got for England. I have 2 Italian games, and then we're going to get into the midweek Spanish slate. So my first Italian game is Sassuolo going to be Robin Hood? So right now, I saw Sassuolo at +1 was plus 120. It's I'm having a hard time not taking that. I'll be honest.
Tomori just went out too, right?
Yeah, Tomori's out. So that is a massive hole in the defense. Like if Kalulu starts back there, I will be taking him for a card. He is a gigantic, massive hack.
And Theo Hernandez doesn't like to get back in play. Yeah, I mean that back line's
have to slide him at center back. I actually don't know what they're going to be doing at Milan, and I know Sassuolo loves ruining big teams' days. So getting Sassuolo at +1 and plus 120, I think they could actually get the double chance. And just ruin Milan's day completely and make them a little bit further behind Juve and Inter. Berardi props. What's his name? Oh my God, he promised us 20. Why can't I think of his fucking name?
Samacha.
Yeah, there's just like Milan. You guys are kind of banking on Jovic to start doing something for you. Really? Do you want to do that to yourselves? Like, do you have is your mental health good enough for you to do that?
It's not.
Because I know mine wouldn't be. So Okafor is out. I don't know. Milan, I think, has a little bit more problems than everyone is willing to talk about right now. And Sassuolo genuinely has nothing to lose here because the spread's fucking 2 goals. Milan's supposed to beat their ass. So
I fucking hate Milan's manager too. So if they could go ahead and replace him, that would be fantastic. But yeah, Sassuolo is very live dog here. We call them the Robin Hoods for a reason. They love to take points from the top of the table and they give them back to fucking Salinistra and fucking, all these fucking garbage bottom feeder teams, Monza, Lecce. So yeah, I mean, look, the one thing that is consistent that you can always count on for Milan, Pulisic shot on target. As long as that's anywhere near even money, if you're not taking the fucking pole god from South Philly out of here, then you're out of your fucking mind. The kids
Musa's out too. I don't know, man. Oh, and Kalulu's out. Dude, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what Milan's gonna do on the back line.
Yeah, this Milan team is in shambles right now. Sassuolo is very live here. That said, Leao and Pulisic, if they link up, they could score 6 goals on this Sassuolo defense. It all just depends. But, yeah, I think Sassuolo is very live here to make some upset moves at the San Siro.
All right, last Italy game, and it's an obvious one. We got Juve versus Roma. Mourinho head into Turin. Juventus holding it down at home. I wanted to take the under. I was like, under 2.5. It'll be easy. It's minus 255 for under 2.5, guys.
Fuck.
Minus 255. for under 2.5. They know that Juventus and Roma are going to play the most boring fucking match on the planet.
It's going to be 3-4. Slam the over.
Shit. I'm down to play the over. I would love to watch that rather than watch two defensive-ass coaches run into each other and then have Mourinho verbally abuse the shit out of Allegri after. Because Allegri don't got it like that, but I know Mourinho does. I like Lukaku for shots. I like Vlahovic for shots. He's looking confident in the box again. He got a goal last game, so props to him. If you want to take a long shot, my boy Gatti for a shot. He's had, 3 game winners already? He's one of the main targets for any set pieces. Just attempting a shot is plus money. I love Gatti. If you want to do a shot and a card parlay, but, that's for us weird Pennsylvanians that have it in the market. I lean Juve here, but don't be surprised when Mourinho just puts in an absolute masterclass of a Mourinho bullshit game of we're going to park the bus and counterattack you one time or get a Lukaku penalty kick and win this game 1-0 because of a VAR call. And both of these teams are just going to be playing slow as shit, defensive as shit. It's going to be really hard to watch, but my brother's a Juve fan, so I know I'm going to be sitting there while he's yelling at the TV thinking to myself, why the fuck am I watching this? Or I'll have a laptop with a better game on in front of me.
I high-key like a Roma double chance here at -125. Jose Mourinho's got this Roma team playing better. I know they did get punked a little bit in Bologna, but we tell you every fucking week Bologna in Bologna is very, very good. Xerxes is very, very good. What a fucking steal they got from Byron on that one. Roma's finding some form. We all know Jose Mourinho knows what the fuck he's doing. We all know how much he loves Italy. We all know he's got the support of not only the players, but the front office there. I think Roma's about to go on a little bit of a run. Every time I say that, it does end. I'm like a cartoon stepping on a rake, getting hit in the face. But I haven't seen shit I like out of Juve recently because I'm super not impressed with a 2-1 win over Fiorenese. I'm super not impressed with a 1-1 road draw versus Genoa. I'm not impressed with a one. Yeah, I actually was impressed with that 1-1 versus Inter. Good job there. But, beating Napoli by only 1 goal when Napoli's letting in 3 a fucking game was a little surprising. And you shouldn't have beat Monza. Let's be honest. You got a fucking 95th minute and 4 minutes of added time stoppage winner after you coughed one up to Monza in the 91st minute.
Monza did not deserve their goal at all.
You're not wrong, but after they leveled it, great for Juve. That shows a lot of heart, but that's also a lot of ball luck you used up there.
They missed 3 big chances. If you watch Vlahovic miss fucking 2 sitters in the box. If they had a striker that wasn't being a little bitch, confidence-wise for Juve, I think that they would have actually beat the piss.
Yeah, earlier in the match, they would have beaten the piss out of that team. They should have been up 3-0 before Monza got that one leveler. But, yeah, look.
Well, there was a 15-minute period where Monza was just peppering their asses.
Yeah,
it was
right, because Juve was just like, oh, we're up 1-0. That's cool. You have all the ball.
That's their game. That's
right,
why
we'll play Allegri ball, and we'll look real fucking stupid here in the final minutes.
We're going to Spain now. I love all the Spanish games. I know I'm biased because I'll watch whatever Spanish games, but all these Spanish games are bangers. First one I got, Valencia's hosting Villarreal, and we're getting an awesome number on Villarreal. I know you usually hear us talk about, Valencia at home. There is no good home side in Spain anymore that I'm willing to back like that unless their name is Real Madrid. So, actually, I'll give props to Girona. Mind you, you guys did lose to Real Madrid, but that's everybody. So, Valencia at home, nah. We're not doing this anymore. I'm not giving you the Calderon. People are walking in there and fucking dancing around, doing whatever the fuck they want. So again, sorry Valencia, I gave you your respect last year. That shit's gone now. Villarreal, they've had a rough start to the season. It's kind of like the whole issue of the Super League where England has a ton of money and all the other teams in Spain that aren't Real Madrid don't have a ton of money. So if they see a good player, they take them. They don't even like Nicholas Jackson either over in London, but they bought him. And Villarreal didn't replace anyone. You lost Chukwueze, you lost Nicholas Jackson, you replaced them with fucking
Don't worry, they got Sorloth.
Oh, yeah, Sorloth. I forgot we're supposed to count him as a real person. No from me. Villarreal, I do still rate above Valencia. I think Gerard Moreno on his own should be able to beat this Valencia team. Valencia only have 4 home wins, but they also have only given up 4 goals at home. So that defense is still there, even though they're lacking on offense. They're barely averaging a goal a game at home, which is just like really hard to do. I feel like if you're a half decent Spanish side, especially a team that's what are they? They're pretty much top half of the table. But I'm taking Villarreal on a draw, no bet. You could probably get them on double chance here. Villarreal was close to like plus 200. And I don't know who the fuck we all think Valencia is, but I do not rate Valencia like that. I don't even know when the last time they were able to beat Villarreal was. Let's see. 2021. Behind closed doors. Sick. Good for you guys over at Valencia. I'm here for the Gerard Moreno. Also,
Yeah,
Bale, when he's not playing Madrid, does okay.
Don't think twice about this. Villarreal can't keep anybody out of the back of their net. Both teams to score over 2.5. Yeah, look, Villarreal almost, they went up 3-0 and then almost blew a game to Celta. So they don't know how to protect the lead. They don't know how to play with the lead. But I do know that they get goals and they can't keep anybody out of the back of their net this season. Just give me the both teams to score over 2.5. Don't overthink it here.
Only thing that makes me nervous about that is Valencia can't fucking score. I do think Valencia get at least one.
At home, yeah.
Goal is going to be a fucking sweat for
Valencia might also still have 3 dudes suspended. They got another straight red last week. So, like, Valencia's got, like, 4 dudes that may or may not be on red card suspensions.
Yeah, let's see.
Because they also took a red versus
starting center back and right back are both gone. So,
yeah.
Again, Eileen Villarreal and Gerard Moreno.
I see why.
Apparently, Gerard Moreno also has like a calf injury, but it says he'll be back by January. So I'm wondering if that was just like, hey, I want extra vacation for the holiday. Oh, I'll be back.
I think he played last match for them anyway.
I was kind of confused about it, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Next one we got, it's Celta Vigo versus Real Betis. I love the number on Betis, even though Betis away has not been very good. Celta Vigo's ass. Betis only has 1 win away from home and 6 draws, though, which is the only thing that makes me hold up a bit. But I also know that Celta Vigo is fucking trash. They're in 18th place. They only got fucking, 2 wins on the season. So I know I'm not taking a Celta Vigo money line here. So any way you want to play it safe with Real Betis, I think Real Betis is the much better side here. I would take them straight up. I would mix in an Isco shot on target because it just continues to hit. Wait, is Isco suspended? He might be suspended because of yellows. I'll have to look into
No, he didn't play last match. So
it was last match he was suspended then. So I think he's good now.
Yeah, I mean he didn't play versus he didn't play versus whoever the fuck they played.
Yeah, he's good now. He's all good now. Bellerin is hurt, so if you care about that, I don't, but he looks really good in that Betis kit. That's all I'll say.
You can get Batista Bevel number on a plus number on draw no bet. Don't overthink it. Celta Vigo fucking sucks.
Yes, they do. Next one. Well, it's us. So we're going to talk about the Madrid game. Real Madrid versus Mallorca. So Madrid's getting 5 new signings for this game because Camavinga's back, Arda Güler's back, Vinny Jr.'s back, Danny Carvajal's back. Fuck, who was the 5th one?
Tooch checked in and played.
He's been back, though. I don't remember who the 5th one was. I'm just reading. I went off of a report. It was like, oh, Madrid's 5 new signings, and they just listed our players. I was like, you douchebag. I got excited for a second. Thought we were going to sign a right back and a center back. What the fuck? Also, Nacho only has a 1-game suspension. We appealed it, and they made it only 1. Don't know how that works. It's almost like you didn't need to give him the red card. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. The one I like for this one is both teams to score. I think Kepa's going to start because Ancelotti made a statement about how I'm going to pick who the goalie's going to be. We're not going to be splitting time like the way we've been doing. I didn't like doing that. I don't know why. It was working out pretty solid for us. Fuck Kepa, by the way. I'm loony in all the way. Both teams to score, though, plus 120. And then you look at a Madrid money line and both teams to score. It's looking pretty fucking good. Also, Madrid versus Mallorca. Give me all the cards. If Vinny makes a cameo, even for fucking 10 minutes, give me a Vinny card. Cards over 4.5 on a plus sign. Now, the lines are going to change. I can almost guarantee you that line changes as soon as they announce who the ref's going to be. But right now, I'm taking only 5 cards in a Spanish game. I'm here for that. I'm completely here for that.
Yeah, I mean, hammer Madrid and hammer the over on goals for Madrid because we have some unfinished business where we need to absolutely skull fuck Mallorca. We lost on the island in a 1-0 game where the refs were bullshit, and we even, with those bullshit refs, managed to pick up a late PK that Lucas Vasquez missed.
Lucas Vasquez took a penalty?
Yes, he did. Lucas Vasquez took the penalty in that game, and he missed.
I'm sure I was very rational and didn't know.
Yeah, I'm sure Leg didn't mention it at all for a month. But that's
literally just erased that from my memory because I was so angry.
But yeah, that's the game. So yeah, we have some revenge to serve. Now, Mallorca definitely has been scoring a couple of goals lately. They are starting to find a little bit of form. That said, it doesn't scare me. This is again, it's a little bit of a revenge. And listen to some of these score lines other than the 1-0 Mallorca win last year. 4-1 Madrid, 0-3 Madrid, 6-1 Madrid, 2-0 Madrid, 5-2 Madrid, 5-0 Madrid, 4-1 Madrid. So yeah, Mallorca, you can put 11 men behind the ball. You're still not good enough. We will skull fuck you.
All right, last game we got. It's Girona versus Atletico. This is a big game. You know what I didn't like is that they were like, oh, at the end of the year, they're going to be joint top with Real Madrid. No, we fucking aren't. You're in second place. We have a better goal differential than you. We beat you head to head. The fuck you mean joint top? No, we aren't. You're lucky you're tied on points with us right now because Batiste, low-key, probably should have scored 2 on you. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's Girona versus Atleti. So no Soyuncu, and I think no Savic. And I want to say maybe Llorente is suspended on yellows. I'm not sure though. I won't hold
I'm not
myself
gonna
up.
act like I watched the Sevilla Atleti game.
Oh, I 1000% watched it. Right when they put Ramos as striker. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's my shit right there. Anyway, I like both teams scoring over 2.5. I would lean Girona here at home on the plus sign, but I don't want them to win, and I don't want to have to root for it at all. So I'm just going to take goals. I know Atleti ain't holding a 0, and I know Girona is going to score goals. So realistically, I just need Griezmann or Morata to score 1, and they've both been playing good football this season. And Girona apparently, so it says physical discomfort, which to me kind of makes it sound like you're a pussy. But Alex Fernandez, who has been their best player in the midfield, well, obviously we are Savio and the Ukrainian boys, but Alex Fernandez has been holding that midfield together. Or what is it? Alex Garcia? Fuck it. I don't know. I'm messing up his name. I know his first name's Alex. It's like Alex Garcia Fernandez. Fucking triple names get me every time. But he's been holding it down in that midfield. He was pointed to my attention because I was like, why should I care about this guy? Because he was like, yo, take his shots. It hit, obviously, when I was like, why should I give a fuck about this guy? And they're cooking. So if he's out and if the Ukrainian bull that plays out on the wing is out, Girona might struggle a little bit here, which is why I don't really want to take a side. But again, I don't trust Atleti's defense. It is not the same Diego Simeone defense. Cesar Azpilicueta has been getting minutes, and he ain't guarding Savio for shit. So anyone that has to guard Savio, I'll also be taking for a card. And I'm just taking goals.
Yeah, Girona at home. Listen, they're very, very good. Atleti, they've been playing well this season as well. They've also just completely fucked games where I'm like, dude, that home game versus Getafe, don't give me the Reds card excuse. You went up at 3-1 with a man down, so you shouldn't have coughed up 2 there. Yeah, both teams to score over 2.5, exactly what Leg was saying. I will be jumping into more detail on this one tomorrow over on Bet USA, 3 o'clock. Come check out the show.
All right, we're getting to it. We got the wheel. It's the classic Golden Booty wheel minus French League, minus Brazilian League, minus Bundesliga. I think we're good. I think that's all I needed. So yeah, classic wheel. I took Twitter booty off because it's just not worth it. It's just too much work just to pick a Golden Booty guy. You know what I mean? So nobody hit except for Ollie Watkins. Could have just stuck his knee out a little bit further and stole that goal off McGinn, but what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
So we're going to have me start off. Oaks is going to go right after. Here we go.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
So I think my favorite part about getting La Liga isn't the fact that I have La Liga. It's the fact that now I know Oaks can't get it. And I'm going to take Jude Bellingham.
Smart.
So, yeah, okay. Your turn.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
All right, Oaks got double booty. Double booty. Double duty, double booty. All right, double booty wheel. Uh-oh, oops, error occurred. Fuck you. Look at this. Holy shit. You guys forgot how sick this shit was, wasn't it? All right, here we go. This is dramatic. We need dramatic music. All right, Oaks gets a striker. All right, Oaks, you get a striker and a CDM, whatever games you want, whatever league you want.
Ooh.
I'm willing to negotiate on who your CDM is. Like if you said Rodri, I know he's listed as a center mid, but I would give you that.
I am going to take. Is McSauce gonna play?
I don't know. I would play him every game. Are you asking me?
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, are we going to call McSauce a CDM?
I'll give you McSauce.
All right, I'll take McSauce. And then for striker,
This is
gotta be true striker, right?
I'm willing to negotiate. Like if you said Rodrigo, I'd be like, all right.
I mean, I kind of want to take Xerxes. They're playing Udinese, and he is a true striker. I also kind of want to take Mayoral because I think Getafe at home, and he's absolutely on one right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna take Mayoral.
I was gonna say the only thing that I don't like about the Xerxes pick is that they are away, even though they're playing Udinese, so
right.
Fucking
yeah, I'm gonna take Mayoral at home. I think he's got 5 goals in his last 3 games.
Yeah, remember when I got the double booty and I was like Cass, and then I picked like a chalk striker, and I was like, yeah, let's get 2, and then Cass scored, then the striker just didn't.
And then your striker completely biffed it.
Yeah, what a douchebag. All right, anyway, let's end this shit up. We get our 15 real quick. My first one I got is Tottenham draw no bet against Brighton -115. Arsenal, West Ham, both teams to score -110. Chelsea money line at Luton -170. You know you got to eat the juice, but I'll manage. If Luton if they fuck me over one more time, they're the Lecce now, and I will just not bet against them. That's what's gonna happen. Aston Villa -1.5 versus Burnley. Aston Villa at home is gonna stop them. I think it's gonna be a get right game. Wolves, Everton, both teams to score -130. Man U money line at Forest is +135. Arsenal money line at Fulham -180. Inter money line at Genoa -175. Sassuolo +1 at Milan +120. Juve Roma under 2. I didn't do the 2.5 because I wanted to get a more bettable number. Under 2. Juve Roma over 4.5 cards. Villarreal draw no bet at Valencia +115. Madrid Mallorca, both teams to score +120. Madrid Mallorca over 4.5 cards. Girona Atleti, both teams to score over 2.5. And I didn't look at the number for it, so I didn't write it down. Oh, my parlay is shit that all should happen if you guys are actually good. Girona draw no bet. Man U money line. Arsenal West Ham, both teams to score.
Nice. I'm going to take Tottenham on the draw no bet tomorrow. I'll take both teams to score. Arsenal West Ham. I'm gonna take Crystal Palace over Brentford. Brentford will still be without Ben Mee. I will take that off the board if Embuemo comes back, but he's still dealing with a knock. Without Ben Mee and Embuemo, this Brentford team is fucking miserable, and you gotta go on the road to Crystal Palace. I'll take Wolves, draw no bet at home versus Everton. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Let's go over to Spain. Spain, please tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. Watch me on BetUS with Flash and Klaus. Getafe Rayo Vallecano. I'll take both teams to score there. Sociedad versus Alaves. I'm taking Alaves under a goal. It's minus 120. Sociedad don't cough up many, and Alaves is not coming to the Basque Country and turning their season around. Villarreal, Valencia.
Sure?
Give me. What's up?
I said, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Basque Country's really easy to play in.
Yeah, I'm 100% positive Alaves is not getting a get-right game on the road against Sociedad. Valencia, Villarreal, both teams to score over 2.5. Batiste, draw no bet. Both teams to score over 2.5 in Girona. Atleti. Bilbao on the money line in Sevilla. Good for you, Sevilla. You finally did something. I still don't fucking respect you. And Bilbao has something to prove. Las Palmas versus Barca under 2.5. Let's go over to Italy. I can't even fucking back Napoli here. Inter Milan versus Genoa. You're gonna have to pair it with something, but minus 160 on the money line there feels a little short to me. That's a lot of respect for Genoa just for tying Juve in their building. Lazio, Fiorenese, both teams to score for sure. Lazio, I don't respect you, and Fiorenese is good.
I think I'm on a spread. I was debating it.
Yeah. I still like anything Xerxes away, even though Bologna is away. Give me Roma on the double chance as well. And I don't know if that's 15, but we're going to call it 15.
It sounded like 15. All right, that's all we got for you guys. Make sure you follow us at TwoFootTalk. That's at TWOFootTalk. That's where all the gear, all the shows, all the live shows, all the picks, everything's going to go right there. Just like Oaks is going to do the BetUS show tomorrow, it's going to be linked there as well. So make sure you follow us at TwoFootTalk. Link is right down below. Make sure you guys get you some TFT drip as well. Get you a hat. Support the boys. Get you some pineapple gear. Get you some fan gear. We got Madrid stuff. We got Milan stuff. We got Napoli, Inter Milan.
Real quick, before we take off,
that shit.
I have a hilarious story. And if you're watching, my cousin, I sent him, his brother, his sister, his mom, dad, the whole family. I sent him a shit ton of 2FootTalk gear, like, I don't know, probably 3-4 months ago. He fucking hid it in his garage and then gave it all out as Christmas presents this year. So shout out, Jack, you smart motherfucker. That was genius. Just hold all the free swag I gave you until Christmas and then give it out and claim them as your own presents. So very smart move there, Jack. Sam, thank you for tuning in. I know I was annoyed earlier. I will unmute you on Twitter this week.
Wait, who's Arsenal playing? Oh, yeah.
They got West Ham tomorrow. So I'll wait until after that game's over, and then I'll take a look at what Sam has to say again.
But all right, that's all I got for you guys. Again, all the links are down below. That's all I got for you. Fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
TwoFootTalk.
And we out.